Hey everyone, are you someone who likes to really get a handle on things? Maybe, especially when it comes to your money.
You want to be informed, right? Understand the patterns behind your finances.
Exactly. So today we're taking a bit of a shortcut. Instead of you doing months of tracking, we're diving deep into someone else's intense 30-day spending experiment.
Yeah, we've got this really detailed personal account. Someone tracked, every single penny for a whole month.
Wow.
And our mission here isn't just to, list what they bought. We want to really dig into it, pull out the surprising bits, the key takeaways about our habits, and, well, the bottom line.
So what can we actually learn without having to count every coffee ourselves? Let's jump in.
Okay, so picture this. Day one, lots of energy, right? New apps downloaded, ready to finally get organized financially.
Oh yeah, that feeling, that initial burst of, I'm gonna nail this.
Totally. That drive for control is a big motivator. But what's interesting is how fast some really common spending habits showed up.
Within just the first couple of days, right? Something pretty relatable.
Yes. The daily coffee habit.
Ah, the classic. Sounds harmless enough.
Well, it turned out to be 3 coffees in one day. That was $15 right there.
15? Okay.
And by the end of only day 2, they'd already spent like $40 on stuff they hadn't really planned for, including those coffees.
$40 in 2 days on unplanned stuff. That really makes you think about those little automatic buys, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It shows how these, small, regular things can just fly under the radar. A few dollars here, a few there. It doesn't feel like much at the time.
But it adds up.
Oh, it really adds up over time. Big bite out of the budget. So maybe a good point for listeners to pause and think. What are your little daily things that might be costing more than you realize?
Good question. Okay, so coffee was one thing, but it wasn't just the daily spending. By day 5, something else popped up, subscriptions.
Yes, the hidden drain. This is such a common one. You sign up for a free trial, or you totally intend to use that app.
And then life happens.
Exactly, and the charges just keep coming month after month. In this account, they found a $9.99 app they'd literally used once.
Ouch. Only once.
Yeah, and a $14.99 meditation app they hardly ever opened.
So stuff they weren't even using but still paying for.
Yeah.
What did that come to?
It was around $80 a month, just gone on forgotten subscriptions.
$80 a month. That's almost $1,000 a year.
Yep. Nearly $1,000, just vanishing on services providing zero value anymore. It's like this slow leak,
Definitely. So maybe listeners should do a quick mental scan right now. Any forgotten subscriptions lurking?
Worth checking your statements for sure. It's like financial spring cleaning.
Good way to put it.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got coffee, subscriptions. Then around day 10, the experiment zeroed in on those really small, almost impulse buys.
Right. The things that barely even register as spending sometimes, like grabbing a snack when you're out or, an extra phone charger just in case.
Or that sweater that just looks nice, even if you don't strictly need it.
Exactly those. And for this person, yeah, they added up fast. $25 on random snacks in just 2 days.
25 on snacks.
Okay, $12 on extra chargers they probably didn't need. $30 on that just in case a sweater.
Wow. Okay, that sounds familiar. So what was the total for those little things in just 10 days?
In just the first 10 days, it hit $200 on non-essentials, little things.
$200. When you put it like that,
Yeah.
That's like a week's worth of groceries for some people. Or, a decent chunk towards an emergency fund.
It really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? How easily these small, unplanned bits accumulate. And there's this concept, mental accounting. We often treat these small amounts differently. Like we don't track them as closely, or we just mentally file them under fun money without seeing the bigger picture, the total impact.
So maybe ask yourself,
Yeah.
how do you think about those little purchases? Are you really aware of the monthly total?
Yeah, it's a good self-check. Now, moving on, around the halfway point, days 15, 20, things got a bit more emotional.
Emotional, how do you mean?
Well, the tracking started showing a link between feelings and spending. The author noticed they were doing some retail therapy.
Shopping to feel better.
Pretty much. Spending triggered by stress or boredom, maybe sadness. And by day 15, that added up to about $150 in impulse buys driven by emotion.
Okay. Was there a standout example?
Yeah, there was this one purchase, a $40 luxury phone case.
$40 for a phone case. Why?
Because their current case had a tiny, minor scratch. It wasn't really about protection.
Ah, so is that urge for something new, something perfect?
Yeah.
That quick fix feeling.
Exactly. But what's really insightful here is the self-awareness kicking in. They realized it wasn't about the scratch, it was emotional.
And what did they do?
They actually returned it, made the conscious choice, saved the $40.
Wow, that takes some willpower. Recognizing the emotion and acting differently.
It's a powerful moment. So maybe think about it. Have you ever bought something more for the feeling than the actual need? It happens.
Yeah. Definitely food for thought. Okay, so towards the end, day 25, another common temptation surfaced. The just one more thing urge. What's that about?
Oh, you know this one. You've already spent a bit of money, maybe on a few items, and then you see something else small, and you think, oh, it's one more little thing I'm already spending.
Right, like the floodgate team open, so why not?
Kind of. It feels less significant because you're already in spending mode. But this person, they actually stopped themselves.
They resisted.
They consciously paused, looked back at their budget tracking, remembered why they started this whole thing, and decided against it.
And did that save much?
Saved another $50 right there.
$50.
Right.
Just by resisting that one extra impulse, it sounds like real discipline was building.
Absolutely. It shows that shift from automatic urges to, like, deliberate choices aligning with their goals. It's not about saying no to everything, but choosing consciously.
Okay, so that brings us to day 30, the big reveal.
Yeah.
What were the final numbers after a month of this intense tracking?
The final count showed they'd spent in total $450 on items they considered unnecessary. Things they wanted, maybe, but didn't truly need.
$450. That's still quite a bit. But wait, you mentioned savings too.
Yes, and this is key. Because of the awareness gained during the month, they made changes. They saved $300 by cutting those unused subscriptions and reducing the impulse buys.
Okay, 300 saved.
And remember that $50 they saved by resisting the just one more thing?
Yeah.
Add another $150 saved through similar moments of resistance later in the month.
So $300 plus $150. That's $450 saved or redirected through conscious choices.
Actually, the source material indicates the $150 was from resisting one more splurge, and the $300 was from subscriptions and general impulse buy reduction, leading to a total impact figure closer to $900 when you factor in the initial unnecessary spend, plus the savings generated by change behavior during the month. It's a bit nuanced, but the point is significant financial shift.
Okay, got it. So the overall shift, considering both the initial waste identified and the savings made by changing course, was substantial. $900 potential impact in just 1 month. That's...
Wow. It really shows the power of just paying attention, doesn't it? And the author's main takeaway, realizing the huge gap between wanting something and actually needing it, and creating that bit of emotional distance before buying.
That makes sense. So boiling it down, what are the big lessons we can take from this one person's deep dive?
Well, 4 main things really stand out. First, those tiny expenses. They really, really add up. Don't ignore them.
Okay, number 1, small stuff matters.
Second, subscriptions are sneaky. Check them regularly. They can drain your account without you even noticing.
Number 2, audit your subscriptions.
Got it.
Third, impulse buys, especially those driven by just wanting something now. They can seriously mess up your financial goals.
Right. Impulse control is key. And fourth, emotional spending is real. Understanding why you're buying something. Is it a need, or is it filling an emotional gap? That's crucial and often costly if ignored.
So small spends, subscriptions, impulses, emotions. And the overall goal isn't about being miserable, right? It's about, what did the author call it?
Increased financial intentionality. Basically, being more mindful, more deliberate about where your money goes.
Intentionality, I like that. Making conscious choices.
Exactly. Understanding your own patterns so you can make decisions that actually support what you want in life, financially and otherwise.
So, as you've been listening to us unpack these 30 days,
Yeah.
maybe you're seeing some parallels in your own spending.
Yeah, perhaps. Which leads to a final thought for you, the listener. Which of these patterns, the little daily drips, the forgotten subs, the impulse grabs, the emotional buys, which one kind of resonates most with you right now?
And maybe, just maybe, what's one tiny thing you could do, even this week, to just explore that area a little bit more in your own life?
It really is fascinating what you can learn, even from just a short period of paying closer attention. You might genuinely surprise yourself.